And the first presidential debate between Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump has come to a close, and stuff coming in right now with all the polls all over social media, all these regular polls on who won the debate. And I really think, in my heart, that I think overall Hillary won this debate. I really do. I thought she looked calm and poised at times, where he just looked like he was flying off the handle. Now, I thought he had a really good, I thought Trump had a really good 30 minutes. He hit hard with the economy a bit, had a few zingers there. He felt really confident in himself. And that's what you wanted if you were a Trump guy or girl going into this debate, wanting to see your person be confident. He's never done this before, and especially one-on-one. And he looked confident at some points, and I thought he had a real strong 30 minutes to open. In the beginning, I really thought that he had a good, strong 30 minutes. But as time went on, Hillary, being the polished politician that she is, threw stuff at Donald. And she tried to hook him in and throw the bait to see if he hooked on. Well, he fell for the bait. And at times he just looked and he sounded lost. He did not answer a question directly on global terrorism, about how he can fight terrorism. He never really answered that. He denied things that he has said, clearly denied, yet he said them. One thing was that he was for the Iraq war, and he said, "Oh no, I wasn't. Never true, never true." Then he went on, and he lost me on here. He went on a whole thing for about 5 minutes about how you should call up Sean Hannity. Well, what does Sean Hannity have to do with this? We know Sean Hannity was in the bag for George W. Bush. He supported the. What does that have to do with anything? Trump was a frequent guest on Imus and all these other political morning talk shows, and you can look it up. Trump was for the war in Iraq. Everybody was. Everybody was for the war, and then they got off it, or they're still on it, that they were for it, and it was a good thing. Just admit it. The same with Hillary doesn't have the look. He said that. It's a direct quote. Hillary doesn't have the look for president. No, never said that. I said she doesn't have the stamina. No, Donald, you said look. You said look. I don't understand why he just can't say, yeah, I said it, and explain why he said it. And the thing but I will say what Clinton brought up about the Miss America, I have not seen, and maybe there's some out there, I have not seen video, I have not heard audio of Trump saying that. All I know is that this woman said that Trump called her Miss Piggy and called her Mrs. Housekeeper. I never heard that. I never saw a video of that. So my little liberal friends on Facebook that want to say, he said it, bro, you're just afraid to admit it. Well, show me a video or show me audio. Until then, Trump never said it. So I thought overall Clinton won this one. I don't think Trump embarrassed himself, but you saw him get exposed a little bit, and we knew this was going to happen in a one-on-one debate on a big national stage. He just doesn't have any substance. He doesn't. And Hillary hammered him on substance. Lie or the truth, she had substance. She came prepared. There were at times where Trump looked unprepared. And I couldn't stand... Listen, I could see once or twice, but constantly interrupting Hillary. And just... It was a bad look. It was a bad look for him. But I have to say, Lester Holt, that little liberal sissy boy, oh my God. He made Matt Lauer look like Edward R. Murrow. What a puss bag. Oh my God, what a disgraceful, pathetic performance by Lester Holt. He was horrible. He didn't challenge Clinton once tonight. Didn't challenge her once. Challenged Trump all the time. Didn't challenge Benghazi, Clinton Foundation, emails not once. He goes, well, Mr. Trump asked the question about the emails. I made a mistake. I would have hammered her on it. Didn't hammer on it. Trump hammered her on it at least, but he didn't hammer her enough. But one thing that's going to kill Trump, yeah, that was a good negotiating trade he had. I'll release my taxes when you release the emails. Donald, just for the love of God, release the taxes. Please. Please release the taxes. I'm begging you. I'm begging you to release the taxes. Everybody that has run for president has released their taxes, Donald. Release them. For the love of God, release them. And if you have nothing to hide, then show these liberals out there that you have nothing to hide. Until then, even people in your own party will go, well, maybe he does have something to hide. And as someone who doesn't know where he's going on Election Day, I think Trump has something to hide by not showing the taxes. He's got something. Either he's not as rich as he says he is, which I can live with that. I can live with that. But if he's doing shady business deals or he's not charitable as he says he is, I have a problem with that. If it just comes up that he's not as rich as he says he is, then who the hell cares? Who cares? And how is that going to affect how you vote? But if he's doing shady stuff on the side and that's why he's not releasing the taxes, that's a problem. That's a huge problem. Donald, please, for the love of Pete, release the taxes. Back after this Soriano post-debate review.
SRN News Bureau in Washington, D.C. This is Salem Radio Network live coverage of the first 2016 presidential debate. And here once again is tonight's moderator, SRN News congressional correspondent Wally Hines.
Good evening to you from Washington. If you just joined